It's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. A short kick taken at the 18. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check match, check match.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Swift. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
In motion left is Watkins. But first down, Hurts. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
In motion left is Watkins. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 47 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and we get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Pack it 60, pack it 60.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Lions. Viking, 18. Here's Lions. Hey, smash Broncos.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Go.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
3. 19 Charger, 19 18 Lateral, 18 Lateral. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 75 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards. yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Okay, break.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hurt.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Let's go now. Moving 19. 3.
In motion goes the tight end.
Go check. Go, Reed. Go.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones is going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Davis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Gano's kick is good, and that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So the good return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Gano's kick is good, and that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you have most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Check contact. Check contact.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion comes the tight end left. First down, and they go with Swift again. And some room to work. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Cut my team! Cut my team!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the gun, here's Swift. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Here's the work, here's the work.
They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Back to throw.
Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Pushes him over. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Let's go, ladies. 60 by 6, 60 by 6. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. 58.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, guys. Pat the street. Pat the street.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run right here with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will take the lead here at 12-9. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, when'd you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Warriors 17. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the 29, Hurts. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. In motion left comes Brown. This is Swift on the counter. They find some open field here. Running right through him. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 7-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
lateral, 18 lateral. 19 tight, 19 tight.
In motion right is Brown. He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now Jones. Powers through it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Giants! And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win them the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, and I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now. But in a small way, those defenders also kind of happy for the rule change, because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 40 now on second down. Hurts. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, here we go. Now it's gut check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And obviously, this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way. And they know they're one stop from celebrating a win themselves.
Smith, the man in motion left.
Come back in! Come back in! 18, Pirates! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room?